Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
And welcome to our room, Kak Farah, Shiba, Fadhilah. Thank you for joining us here.
Hey.
Yeah,
Hello.
thank you for joining us here.
Hi everyone.
Yes.
Halo Kak.
Halo Kak Farah.
Hi Syifa, Nadila, and also Salsa. How are you today?
I'm fine.
I'm
Good,
doing
but
great, thank you.
So happy to hear that.
Okay.
So
Um, for formality, maybe we can start from introduce ourselves first. My name is Salsabillah Rahma Putri, and you can call me Salsa, and also my partner.
my name is Nadila Putrika, but you can call me just by Nadila.
And my name is Syifa Anandita, you can call me Syifa.
okay, hello Salsa, Nadila, and Syifa.
Yeah. So today we are going to interview Kak Farah about how she builds up her confidence and public speaking skill. Now, Kak Farah, you may introduce yourself.
Okay, thank you so much, Salsa, for the chance given to me. Hello, everyone. Hello, listeners. Welcome to this podcast. And my name is Farah Shiba Fadhilah. You all can call me just Farah or Kak Farah or anything else. And right now, I am the fourth semester student in English Language Education Study Program in Universitas Negeri Jakarta. Hello, everyone. And besides having online classes at home, I also involved in a community in university, which is Ruang Yaman WNJ. So that's a bit about me.
Yeah. I heard about that. So, can you tell us the reason why you joined Ruang Nyaman UNJ?
Okay, so basically, the reason why I joined this community is because I don't know how to spend my college life. I don't know how to spend my time well during university. And I think I have so many spare time. And I think this community, which is Ruang Yaman Winja, is the most suitable organizations with myself and my personality and also with my kinds of my interest. I do like kinds of mental health, self-development, and also healthy lifestyle. And since then, I choose to join this organization. But back then, when I was in the first year as a freshman in university, I did not join any organizations. Yeah, you all can call me as butterfly or mahasiswa kupu-kupu because I always come to uni and also going back to home every single day, and it's just basic life, and I don't think that's good for me. And I found someone who tell me that you're smart enough, but I don't think that you will be succeed in your future life just because you don't have any organizational experience or anything else related to it. So by that, I choose to join Ruang Yaman WNJ.
Okay, so that's enough to answer the first question. So I think we can move on to the second question. When it comes to you personally, have you ever experienced like trouble in gaining your confidence?
Well, actually, I do. Several times, not several, but most of the times, I find it quite difficult to gain what's it confidence in my daily life because there must be someone or some other human being that have a good personality or better appearance than me specifically. So that's why I feel insecure sometimes, and I feel like no, I cannot be like that. She's just too smart, she's just too perfect for me, and I cannot be like that gitu. And I think, yeah, insecurity is the is my biggest or main major problems in gaining confidence for sure. And I think this problem is not only happened to me, but also happens to everyone out there.
Yes, agree with you. And so, uh, what do you think about how to fix it? How to fix your trouble in gaining confidence?
Okay, so based on my experience and gaining confidence,
Yes.
okay, I usually have a positive self-talk when it comes to when I have to give a public speaking, or else when I have to be not very confident, when I have to be confident at a time. Before doing that, I do a self positive talk. I remind myself that I am worthy. I am I I have value inside myself, that I can do this. I have to do this, and I can spread positivity or benefits to people around me. That's why I am here to speak in front of the people, maybe through a Zoom conference, or also like in a offline things, in offline presentation, offline situation like that, in a stage in front of the people out there. I feel like, okay, before doing that, in order to cope with my insecurity, I have to build a positive self first. That is why I usually or regularly give some positive talks to myself in the beginning of the day. For sure.
What do you think the significant factors that can support people to gain confidence, like the most important matter that can support their confidence?
Maybe I can say the most. Sorry, what's that? The most what factors?
Significant factors, like the most important matter that can support people to gain their confidence.
I think for people out there who wants to build their confidence, they can regularly have a positive self-talk, maintain their self-motivation, because motivation is the key to do anything. And yeah, I think that's all.
Okay, so being confident is important, right? And in your opinion, what can be the advantages of being confident?
Okay, I found this quite interesting because when you are confident enough, you can, or you will be able to gain everything that you ever want in your life. And I think there are lots of advantages of being confident, not only in public speaking but also in other thing that maybe that may suit you. For example, like if you're confident enough, as example, in joining a competition, you're confident enough. It means that you are willing to do anything to win that battle, to win that competition, or at least you compete with yourself to fight your insecurity, your anxiety, and also your self doubt. When you are confident, as what I said before, you can gain everything that you want in your life. Another example is if you want to be a successful spokesman, or as a successful speaker, like in a seminar or any forums out there, like MCs or podcaster and so on and so forth, the first thing that you have to do is to build your confidence. And if you are confident enough to do that, everything that you want, to be a successful person, to be famous, or anything else, you can get it. And also, because you're being that famous, you are now well known as who you are, you can also share positive impacts to your surrounding. As what we can know, like out there we have Mary Riana. She is such a inspiring person. She is confident enough with her dreams. Is a million dreams, mimpi sejuta dolar ya, in her films. And when she believes in her dream, she has confidence enough in her dreams. She is positive that it can be realized into the reality, into the real life. Anything else for the positive things, she can give it to her surrounding. She can give the positive impact and also the positive vibes. She can share it to anyone out there.
Okay, so that was really a good point of the advantages. It absolutely will affect us in positive way. So, in my opinion, every time I see people that have a problem with public speaking, it feels like they actually want to do that. Like they want to try that, but they cannot because something just hold them back, right? So, and in your point of view, what can you say about the best solution to make people gain their confidence?
Okay, the best solution to make people gain their confidence is to build and to maintain self motivation. That is the key because, we become fearless because we can beat our fear. Just because we fear something, we are afraid of something, we cannot do anything. But if you can beat them, you can be fearless. You can do anything. You can be anything you want. So, by that, the first thing that you have to do is to maintain your self motivation.
Now, we are talking about public speaking, which is the most outstanding skill from you, I can say. Do you agree that a lot of people have a hard time doing their public speaking? And what do you think about it?
Okay, maybe that thing, the best public speaker and so on and so forth, is not suitable to me yet because I haven't reached that part yet. Well, but I am willing to learn a lot to be in that stage. And as what you say before, people are having hard times in doing their own public speaking. Yeah, that's right, that's correct. And as a basic human person, as an ordinary person, just like as you girls, I also have a bad times, a tough time in doing public speaking. I also experienced that a few years ago, and thankfully I can get out and I can figure it out, like how to cope with that.
Okay, since you say that you also have a hard time in the first time during the public speaking, can you tell us how you handle that, the trouble, the problem with handling your public speaking skill for the first time?
Okay, I think I should recall my memory back to around 2014 when I was giving my first speech in front of the people with in a stage in a podium with a microphone above that, and that was really challenging at that time. Before I gave a speech for a competition in 2014, my English teacher was a little bit forced me to do that. He says like, I think you have some sort of potential thing inside you to give a public speaking. You are able to do this. But at that time, back back when I was in junior high school, I feel like, no, sir, my English is so bad. My English so broken. I just got into an English course, and they say like, oh, you need to learn more. You need to exercise more on giving speech, on talking or speaking in English. And I said that to my English teacher. I said, no, sir, I don't think that I can do this yet. But he always motivates me that you can do this. Let's figure this out. Let's make the draft. Let's write it. And also, you can check it with me, check the draft with me, and you can exercise. You can give it. You can give a speech in front of me or in front of your friends and ask about their comments and suggestions on your speech. That's really okay. And after that, I think, okay, I think I should get out from my comfort zone. That's why I think that I should do this. I should obey the rules, the steps, like writing the draft and going to some consultation on the draft and giving speech, simulation speech in front of the people, like in front of my teacher, in front of my friend, and also in front of my family. I did that too back then. I have a problem with my short-term memory. That's why I think I should remember this over and over again. So every time I get back from school, I remember the draft again. I exercise. I do it all again. And when it comes to the competition day, there are lots of competitors that says no. They are not going to give their speech because of some reason, and it's kind of walk out things. And when I give my speech and it turns out like, oh, that's quite good, because the rest of them are walking out this this competition. They're not involved in this competition. So I think there are only 5 or 6 uh, person that giving speech for their own competition, and you know that's not quite good, and that's not quite fair for me. And the result of the competition is I become the second place of that speech competition. That's all for my story. I am having a tough times too in doing public speaking too, just like the others. But what different what makes it different from me to another person is I am willing to learn from my failure. I am willing to learn again over and over again. I listen to suggestions. I listen to critics too. That's why I grow, and that's why I can be that quite a good public speaker. That's all.
Okay, Kak Farah, do you have any tips and tricks for people who want to do an activity that requires a good public speaking?
Okay, I have some tips for you guys, listener, that want to upgrade or to have this public speaking skills. First of all, you really have to watch or listen to several public speakers examples. You really have to watch their demos. You really have to learn from their public speaking. You can learn from adapting them at first. You learn how to say something in front of the people. You learn how to introduce, how to greet people, or to greet your audience. You have to learn about it first, and also you have to build your positive self first, because when you give a speech or you speak in front of the people with through any medium, you can also radiate the vibes. Your inner aura also radiates. That's why I really suggest you to build your positive self. And the last thing that I would like to suggest is, don't be afraid to make mistakes and learn from it. you know Human are the source of error. You will experience a lot of embarrassing moment at first, but that's okay. That's really normal, as long as you are willing to learn from it. So don't be afraid to make mistakes, and don't be afraid to learn from it, because from that mistakes, from that embarrassing moment, you can learn something from it, and you can upgrade yourself to your next public speaking events, like that. That's all.
Oh my god, thank you so much. I will doing that. Okay. Last questions. What is
Ooh.
your hope for those people who have problem with confidence and problem speaking skill?
Okay, for those of you guys, listeners, which have a problem in creating your self confidence and also you're really struggling with public speaking, I really hope that you will be able to do that. Don't afraid to do that because make your day one count as day one because it is better rather than one day. You know what I mean? Your first day of giving a public speaking, it is really better, although it will be really embarrassing or you will make some mistakes on your first trial, but it is really better rather than you are never give your own public speaking. I think that's all for my hope. Don't be afraid to make mistakes and let's learn from it. That's all.
Okay, so that was really such an amazing conversation we were having, right? So,
Before we say goodbye, we would like to thank you first for sparing your time to speak with us about this important topic. And we can say it's important for all people, especially for us, college students. And for you, Kafara, we hope you're always doing your best, doing well on your activity and stuff inside or outside campus. And we hope you always have a amazing day, amazing life. So thank you and goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you so much,
Goodbye.
Shifa.
Goodbye.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Kafara.
Thank you, Shifa,
Uh,
Salsa, Nadila, and you guys are so amazing. Thank you.